this will happen tomorrow to discuss the political situation. Opposition leaders are also expecting to attend that meeting. Let's go straight to Abhishek Kapoor, who's joining us on the phone line. Abhishek, take us through why this is significant, because what we are seeing is that some from the lobby are going to descend in Mumbai tomorrow and make their political motives very clear.
Well, in a way, this is not new. Ideally, if you look at it, when the UPA was in power, UPA won 2 years, the same lobby effectively controlled policy making and governance through the NAC, which was the National Advisory Committee held by Sonia Gandhi. And many of these faces that you see in the lobby who have come out and they're wanting to support the I.N.D.I.A alliance are also the people who were actively part of NAC or affiliate organizations. So if you look at the PUCL, if you look at Medha Patkar, if you look at Teesta Setalvad, and all these people, Teesta Setalvad, in fact, stands exposed for actually conspiring to derail the Prime Minister's campaign when he was Chief Minister and was the probable candidate to be the Prime Minister from the BJP. And this is an alliance of over 150 citizens organizations, as they call themselves, voluntary movements, NGOs, etc. And a Samarthan Sankalp Jan Sabha is going to be held, which is going to be held in Mumbai, and that's on Wednesday in 4 to 8 p.m., which means that coinciding with the I.N.D.I.A meeting in Mumbai, these people are organizing their parallel event and obviously aimed at drumming up support of like-minded people for the opposition alliance. This is essentially, in a way, if you look at it, for example, in American politics, it happens, you disclose where you stand and you take a position. So it's good. Earlier, these people were almost like acting as an invisible support system, ecosystem, pushing in the Congress government and the UPA. Now they have, I believe, no option but to come out in open and doing so. So perhaps it helps the BJP to understand, or the N.D.A to understand, what's the larger opposition space. It's not just the political parties, but then its entire ecosystem. As the opposition, of course, you would say, or one would say, blames the RSS ecosystem to be supporting the BJP. So it's, in a way, if you look at it, the balance, if you look at it, these people were earlier projecting themselves as independent. Now they are out in the open supporting the Congress party and the larger opposition ecosystem. So that sort of clears how the political divide really shapes up ahead of the general elections.
Right. Abhishek is staying with us right now. Abhishek, I just wanted to come across to you why this is politically significant, because we know that the opposition leaders are expected to attend the meeting, but before even the meeting which is happening with the opposition bloc, we are seeing so many updates coming in, where we are seeing that the Congress claiming that the I.N.D.I.A party wants to come out of the opposition bloc alliance. And now we see the lobby making this political motive clear. So what really is happening here, Abhishek, and how do you see things play out?
Well, this is essentially coming out in the open. Lifting the veil, as they say, lifting the corporate veil, and this is the lifting the NGO veil. As it happens, in fact, it is believed that some of these political leaders, including Sharad Pawar, Jayant Patil, Vidya Chavan, and Nana Patole of the Congress party, they would be joining in D. Raja of the CPI. So I think earlier it was thought that these are civil society organizations, and there is the Congress party and the opposition space. Now it seems because of the challenges they are facing, existential challenges, one would say, and they have to really come out in the open and support each other and to help sustain each other's cause. That's why this is happening. Parallelly, when the opposition alliance meets in Mumbai, these people also holding their public event where obviously there would be cross-pollination of the leadership with many of those opposition alliance members like Nana Patole and Sharad Pawar coming in and possibly present or addressing the public rally or public event as it is being called. So I think, Shivangi, this is about political divide becoming starker, clearer, and earlier, at least in the Congress ecosystem, you would not know who's doing what, and there was an option of deniability which was exercised, which perhaps now would not be there, with very public, open and clear call to support the larger Congress ecosystem by these civil society organizations. These essentially now, earlier it was assumed that these are Congress appendages, but they are not. They are actually coming out in the open and saying that, okay, they stand with the Congress party and the larger opposition space.
Right. Right. Also being joined by Charu Pragya of the BJP spokesperson joining us on the phone line. Thank you, Charu Pragya, for joining us. What is your first reaction coming in? And now the political motive is coming out pretty clearly. Remember that the state government told High Court earlier that Teesta Setalvad was a politician's tool, tried to defame Gujarat. Now we are learning that she is going to address a Samarthan Sankalp Jan Sabha in Mumbai tomorrow.
Yes, and I was seeing the news, but quite honestly, I can't say I'm surprised. See, right now in our country, there are two blocks of people. People who are rooting for India, the real India, the people of India, Bharat, and then there is a group of people which want to call themselves India, but in a fragmented way, the ... alliance. So it is but obvious that anyone who's not pro-India, pro-nation is coming together. But you know, this coming together is also merely for optics. It's very easy to sit on a conference table together and make sure there is a good photo op. But beyond that, what is happening? We've already seen the emergence of 3, 4, 5 CM candidate faces. We've already seen attacks happening back and forth between the so-called friendships in I.N.D.I.A. So I am waiting and watching to see what next is going to happen. And this is just something that the opposition has cooked up to garner some more eyeballs, and that's about it. Do you see anybody coming together or actually cooperating? What is Medha Patkar's clout actually in the real world? There were some headlines calling her the civil society. Is she the civil society who stalls the Narmada Dam, who misuses NGO money? Or is the civil society that Indian whose standard of living has been elevated by Prime Minister Modi by making sure all the basics are provided to that person, infrastructure improves, the life of their children is better, the elders are getting better health care. So let them have their meeting, and we are going to have a good time observing the drama unfold. And after that, it's just going to be what it was in 2019. Full stop. Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies are going to come back with a majority bigger than what we achieved in 2019. And this will happen because our report card is proving to the people of India there cannot be a leader more dedicated to the service of the nation than Prime Minister Modi is.
Right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Charu Pragya, for joining us here, BJP spokesperson. Now, what we are seeing, viewers, is a big update coming in. And remember that there's an opposition bloc meeting which will take place. But what we see right now, that the lobby has now come out in the open in support of the opposition bloc. And the likes of Medha Patkar, Teesta Setalvad are scheduled to address a Samarthan Sankalp Jan Sabha in Mumbai tomorrow to discuss the political situation. And viewers, a Bengaluru scientist was chased by a gang of 4 unknown miscreants.